We are joined right now via Zoom by a running back for the Green Bay Packers. He is entering his 7th NFL season. He was a Pro Bowler in 2020, coming off a big year. Led the Packers in rushing last season with a career-high 1,121 yards. He had a couple of TDs. The Packers open up the regular season at Chicago on September 10th. Running back Aaron Jones is my guest. Aaron, it's great to have you back. How are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
Good, dude. Good. So bring me up to date. How fired up were you to get to OTAs and get started on this new chapter and this new challenge?
I was very excited. Every time you come back every year, it's like a fresh reset. You get hungry about it. You're back out. You're back in here with your guys, so it's just a lot of fun. And you go back to square one and building that chemistry, that team bonding, and building as a unit.
Every single year, you go back to zero, and it's a reset. So in that regard, this year is no different. Never thought that I would say this, but you're kind of the old head, and you're only 28. What's it like being around so many young guys on offense, and do you find yourself feeding off their energy?
It's a lot of fun, just trying to teach them the game, teach them the ropes, teach them the standard here that we've set here in Green Bay. So, and they're buying in. They love being around me. I love being around them. Do find myself picking up on a little bit of the things that they're talking about, or a little bit of the things that they're interested in. I'm like not as tech savvy, things like that. So they keep me up to date.
Dude, that's too much. That's kind of funny to me that if at 28 you're not tech savvy and they keep you up to date, I don't know where that leaves an old man like me. That's actually pretty funny. So clearly it is now Jordan Love's time. How has Jordan looked to you in OTAs, and what are your expectations overall for the offense this year?
Jordan's looked great at OTAs. He's came out confident. He's commanded the huddle. He's leading us out there, and the best part is we're getting to compete against our starting defense every day, and we know those guys are pretty good across the ball. So it's been pretty fun competing. And then we expect to make all of our through the offense. We expect each other to make each other's job easier. We know it's going to take more than just one person. We got to all rely on each other, making each other's job easy. Like I said, we got to play with energy. We got to play together, and you got to play mistake-free football.
Aaron Jones is joining us. So, Aaron, let me ask you something about Jordan Love. Like, he's been there. He's been putting in the time. He knows the system. He knows the offense. And he's looked good to you so far in OTAs. Let me ask you this. In that sense, does everybody already trust him? Has he earned that trust? Or can that only happen in performing when you're in live action and on Sundays?
He's done it in live action as well with the little limited time he's had. So, we've already had his trust and his respect, and we know what he's capable of. But then he's continued to do it week in, week out in practice, giving our starting defense great looks. And now we have him here in OTAs. And like I said, he's been commanding the huddle. He's been a great leader for us and so far. So, I'm just excited to see where Jordan's career goes, and I'm excited that I'm the one who gets to, help him start it.
All right, we're talking to Aaron Jones. Aaron, what about the team overall? Does this team have a bit of a chip on its shoulder, and is it looking to prove people wrong?
Yes, sir. Of course, we're looking to prove people wrong, but we don't read too much into the headlines. We know people are doubting us, because A-Rod's not here. We're a very young team. We didn't bring in pieces that people may have wanted us to bring in. But we have everything we need in this facility, and all the players, everything, all the resources around us, and we know that. So it's just time for us to get the job done. And but the best part will be proving people wrong, who don't see us coming, which is a new aspect for this team. We're normally, the ones with the bullseyes on our back. So it's a little different this year.
Yeah, no, you're right. That's really interesting. So in that sense, like, if there's noise, and there's always noise, right? There's always noise. Do you block the noise out, or are you listening to all that noise, and are you keeping receipts?
Since it's different this time, you keep a little receipts, and you let them know once the job is done. You let them know, but gotta complete the job first.
Sure, I get that. Aaron Jones is joining us. You and I chopped it up at Super Bowl on Radio Row like we do almost every single year, which I always appreciate. We talked at that time about the uncertainty surrounding Aaron Rodgers' future. Ultimately, do you think that the team wanted to move on from Aaron, or do you think that Aaron wanted to move on and he wanted to be in New York?
I have no clue. I didn't speak to either side. I didn't speak to A-Rod before any of this happened, or before he made his decision, and then I didn't have like direct contact to anybody upstairs to see which side, what was going on, or what was going on between the two, or why A-Rod didn't want to be here. But I have nothing but love and respect for A-Rod. He's been tremendous for me in my career, my development, and helping me get to the player I am today. He believed in me when a lot of people around didn't. So I'm forever grateful for A-Rod.
No, absolutely. He would say the same thing about you. Absolutely. He always said the same thing about you. You proved how committed you were to staying with the Packers by restructuring your contract, which dropped your salary this season. Not everybody is willing to do that. Why did you decide to do so?
Because it's home for me. This is the place I've been. This is the place I grew up. The community who's been supporting me, and then all my brothers in the locker room. Been playing some great football with them, and we feel like we have some unfinished business, and bringing the title back where it belongs, Title Town. And I knew the offense, I know the coaching staff. I loved how they play me, how they use me, different things like that. So it just made sense. And then also, I never made that amount of money before in my career. And what I went down to was $11 million. It was still never made that in my career in a single year. So I'm like, people say a pay cut or whatever, but it's not a pay cut because I've never made it. So this is the highest I've ever been paid for in a single year. And I'm the second highest paid running back. So it didn't match the market, what I was supposed to, like what I was going to get. The running back market didn't move the way everybody thought it would. And so restructured and went down to 11, which made me the second highest paid behind Christian McCaffrey. So I was happy to do that and happy to be here and help free up some money so maybe we can bring in some people or whatever they wanted to do to help this team.
It's an unselfish veteran move. Aaron Jones joining us. And we've had some trouble with the connection. I want to fight through this. I want to ask you one more thing. You and I have spoken so many times over the years about your tremendous family and how close-knit you all are. Of course, both your parents served in the military. Your father, Alvin, was a great man. He passed away a couple of years ago. You decided to honor him by using portions of his ashes to create a forever diamond. It's an amazing gesture. What does that particular stone represent to you?
The company's called Eternova, and like you said, they turn ashes into diamonds, or it could be hair particles, and it could be your loved one, or it could be an animal, whatever it may be. But it represents to me is my dad was my shining light in my life. He was my rock, my diamond, my everything. And me, I like to think I'm a diamond in the rough, coming from a small place, and my dad is too. And so he's like I said, he's the shining light of me and my family. And so me and all my family, we got one made, and I'm excited to get it and start wearing it.
I think that's awesome. Aaron Jones, running back for the Packers, entering his 7th season already, a Pro Bowler in 2020. It's going to be a really interesting year, and they start things off in the regular season against Chicago on September 10th. Aaron, I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate the relationship. It's always good to have you on the show, Aaron. Thanks so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Good to see you.
You too, Aaron. Great seeing you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell to be the first to know when we do upload a new video.